Hello, this is Stephen Hayden with eList Realty. Today we're going to be talking about the Good Neighbor Next Door program. The following presentation is a buyer's guide, which is designed to educate potential buyers about this government program and answer any questions buyers may have about purchasing HUD properties through this initiative. Let's get started. What is the Good Neighbor Next Door program? The GNND program, as it's often called, is a HUD initiative designed to encourage renewal of revitalization areas by providing a specific segment of buyers the opportunity to purchase homes in designated communities. These targeted buyers include law enforcement officers, firefighters, EMTs, and teachers. In return for buying properties in these revitalization areas and committing to live in the properties for a minimum of 36 months, GNND buyers are given a 50% discount off the list price of the home, a significant savings which could allow potential buyers to purchase homes when they may not have otherwise been able to afford them. What is a revitalization area? These are HUD-designated geographic areas authorized by Congress under provisions of the National Housing Act. As the name implies, these areas are intended to promote the revitalization of certain communities through expanded opportunities for home ownership. Some of the criteria used to designate these areas include household incomes, home ownership rates, and FHA-insured mortgage foreclosure activity. At any given time, there are hundreds of revitalization areas spread across the country, and HUD continuously works with localities to designate new areas. Who can participate in the GNND program? As already discussed, the program is designed to help law enforcement officers, teachers, firefighters, and EMTs opportunities to purchase homes in designated areas. For each type of buyer, there are additional requirements which must be met to become eligible for this program. For officers, they become eligible if they are employed full-time by federal, state, local, or tribal government organizations and are authorized to make arrests for violations of various laws. For teachers, they must also be employed full-time and must work for state-accredited public or private schools which direct services to students in grades pre-kindergarten through grade 12. In addition, the school where you are employed as a teacher must serve students from the area where the home you are purchasing is located. For firefighters and EMTs, they must also be employed full-time and work for the federal, state, local, or tribal government. As with teachers, they must serve the community where the home is located in the normal course of business. How can I participate in this program? First, you need to confirm your eligibility to participate in the program as outlined on the previous slide. There is documentation required to prove that you are indeed eligible for the program, so it's best to verify eligibility prior to submitting any offers on GNND properties. Next, check the available GNND listings for your area on the HUDhomestore.com website. Note that the lottery period for GNND properties lasts only 1 week, so properties can go quickly if you're not monitoring the site frequently. Once you've found a property, find a HUD-registered broker in your area who can submit an offer on your behalf. Note that if there are multiple interested parties, the final selection will be made by random lottery. Keep in mind that HUD does require that you sign a second mortgage and note for the discount amount. This is considered a silent second, and no interest or payments are required as long as you fulfill the 3-year occupancy requirement. The number of properties eligible under this program is limited and changes frequently, so it's best to monitor the site a couple of times each week to ensure you don't miss the perfect property. Remember, not all HUD homes are eligible for this program. Simply because you find a property on the HUD website does not mean that the property can be purchased at a discount through the GNND program. Also, because the lottery period for GNND properties is limited, if no bids are accepted during the lottery period, the property will move into the exclusive period and will no longer be eligible under the GNND program. The next several slides review a series of FAQs regarding the Good Neighbor Next Door program. We'll cover these in some detail, but recommend that you review a copy of the presentation after watching the video for more in-depth answers. So how do I finance a GNND property? This one is fairly straightforward. You may use FHA, VA, conventional mortgages, or cash to purchase the home. Note that some properties may not qualify for FHA or VA financing depending on the condition. No matter how the home is purchased, HUD will require you to sign a silent second, which will require any interest or payments as long as you live in the home for 36 months. If you vacate the property early, you may be required to repay a pro rata portion of the discount obtained when you initially purchased the property. What is the occupancy period? As stated previously, HUD requires that you live in the property for a full 36 months. The occupancy period officially begins when you move into the property, but note that the clock will start automatically at 30, 90, or 180 days depending on property condition. What is an FHA rehabilitation mortgage? These are often called 203K loans and are designed for owner-occupants who find a home to purchase which requires more than $5,000 in repairs. In some cases, the repair costs can make some properties too expensive for potential buyers to purchase. But with the FHA 203K loan, the purchase and repairs can be combined into one mortgage. This is a great program for those who find the perfect property, but don't have the cash available to complete the needed repairs. Can I sell the GNND home after 3 years and keep the profit? This one is simple and is one of the greatest benefits of purchasing a GNND home. After 3 years, the silent second disappears, and any appreciation or equity realized can be kept by the buyer. Do I have to use a real estate broker to buy a GNND home? As with any HUD home purchase, a buyer's agent is always required. If you're not currently represented by a HUD approved agent, you may find one on the HUDhomestore.com website under the Find a Broker menu. How is my real estate broker compensated? Unlike other typical real estate sales, the selling agent on a GNND property is not compensated by the seller. For these properties, any commissions paid to the selling agent are negotiated directly between the buyer and his or her agent. Work with your agent to determine what compensation is appropriate. Do I have to be a first-time buyer to take advantage of the program? This is not a requirement, but you must not have owned any real property in the year preceding the date in which you submit an offer on a GNND property. Where are these homes located? All homes offered through the GNND program are located in designated revitalization areas. Does HUD provide a home warranty? As with all HUD properties, the buyer is purchasing the property strictly as is. No repairs will be made and no warranty will be provided. Can I buy multi-unit properties such as duplexes and triplexes? No. Only single-family homes, townhouses, and condos are eligible through the GNND program. Do I have to pay earnest money or other deposits to submit a contract for a GNND home? Yes. Earnest money is required in an amount equal to 1% of the list price, but no less than $500 and no more than $2,000. While there are provisions which may allow you to have your earnest money returned should you cancel the contract, keep in mind that all earnest money deposits are subject to total forfeiture and may result in a monetary loss if you don't complete the sale. Can I bargain with HUD on the sale price of a GNND property? No. You must offer the exact list price when bidding on one of these properties. The 50% discount is then taken off of that price. Note that almost all HUD properties are initially listed at their FHA appraised value. What if I leave the employment that made me eligible during the 3-year occupancy period? Leaving your employment will not cause anything to happen, but you must continue to live in the property for the remainder of the 36-month occupancy period. Failure to remain in the property will cause you to have to pay the original discount on a pro rata schedule. What happens if a participant fails to honor the 3-year occupancy requirement? If this happens, HUD could demand repayment of the discounted amount and will charge you on a pro rata basis 1/36 for every month of the 36-month period in which you did not occupy the property. There could also be additional penalties and sanctions as a result of vacating the property early. In some circumstances, HUD could pursue criminal prosecution for fraud and abuse. Well, I hope you found this presentation helpful, as you should now be armed with enough information to confidently purchase a HUD home through this program if you're eligible. If you have any additional questions about the GNND program, please contact us by phone at 720-270-2920 or via email at stacy.hayden@elistareo.com. Thanks for watching.